Well,
Jackie Snyder Powder for the plaintiff, Your Honor.
We were 72 cents short and they charged us $55 late fee on the 72 cents. I got it right here in front of my.
I have a car that I'm selling. I'm selling it for $2,000, and my grandparents gave me a dryer, an electric dryer that I'm selling for $500. It's like a Samsung dryer.
yeah, so they gave you a dryer.
Yeah. And I don't need it, so I'm selling it. And I'm
I'm sorry. Grandparents gave you a dryer. You don't need it. You're selling it.
and then my uncle gave me a car.
And your uncle gave you a car.
And
And you're selling that. All right.
yeah.
This is the burglar investigating itself. And I'm satisfied with whatever you decide, of course, but there is rat poop in my living room and Mr. Weasel.
Okay. Hold on, sir.
There's a lot of.
So why?
Welcome back to the channel, everyone, and buckle up because today's courtroom docket is absolutely stacked. We're talking everything from late fees triggered by literal pennies, to tenants fighting back over repair issues, to emotional disputes over move-outs, eviction timelines, and even a wild standoff involving alleged rodent infestations. The stakes are high, the judge is patient but firm, and emotions flare in ways you won't believe. As we move through each case, pay attention to how the judge navigates fairness, legal obligations, and the limits of evidence, because some people walk in with solid plans, some with total chaos, and others with stories that take sharp left turns fast. Trust me, you're going to want to watch every second of this.
Court does call the case of Arbor Manor versus Jamaica Jones.
Your Honor, James Smith to the plaintiff.
Hello.
Hi,
What's your name?
Jamaica.
All right. What are we doing on this case?
Balance is 2803. Which is a little reduction from where she was,
Yeah.
20 something.
So my understanding is that there were some repair issues. Did those get taken care of, or where are we with those?
No, it never got to.
Looks like she was supposed to file a written answer by today.
She was supposed to file a written answer for today. She did submit her rental assistance form, so she would be entitled to another adjournment on this. But
Whatever you want to do, I don't have any information on the repairs, but I'll find out about them.
all right. Because my understanding is from the last, right, if I'm wrong, but she had basically stated what some of the repairs were, what the repairs were. And council had indicated they were going to get to the landlord to try to talk about that.
Yeah, the note I have just says she has repair issues.
Okay. All right. Well, let's see if we can try to figure that out. November 21st, 2025 at 1 p.m. For you to come back. Ma'am, is there anything that you can pay either into escrow or to the landlord between that time and then, or now?
I really honestly don't want to pay until they fix all my repairs because
I understand that. Okay. And that's why the option is also to pay into the court.
okay.
All right.
Yeah, I can pay into the court.
Okay. So how much can you pay?
1,100.
1,100?
1,100, yeah.
Okay, no, it's okay. It's okay. I got you. All right. So what I'll do is that you'll pay 1,100, but you'll pay that into court escrow.
This is a classic moment that highlights how complicated landlord-tenant law can get, especially when repairs are part of the dispute. Notice how the judge gives the tenant an option that protects her rights. Instead of paying the landlord directly, she can pay into court escrow. That's significant. Escrow basically freezes the funds until the court decides who's in the right. It prevents the landlord from claiming non-payment while avoiding forcing the tenant to pay for conditions she believes are unsafe or unresolved. The judge also pushes her to contact housing assistance programs, which many tenants don't even know they qualify for. Question for you all watching. If you were in her shoes, would you pay into escrow, or would you hold out until repairs were done? Drop your thoughts below.
All right.
When will
Hey.
you do that?
Pardon?
When?
Yeah, when they're, okay. It'll have to be cash so that you know.
Okay.
So, all right. I'll put that you'll do that by Monday. All right. In case you have to do whatever. Okay. The other thing, have you heard back from your SER at all or no?
They denied it.
They, okay. Okay. So they gave you an answer on that. Have you contacted Hawk regarding payment of the other amount or anything?
No.
No? Okay, so you might want to reach out to them. There's some funding that is available in case you need it. Okay? All right.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Good.
Your Honor, could we just reserve escrow just in case something
Yes.
goes wrong? I won't submit an order unless she didn't pay into the court.
Court. Okay, that's good. Okay.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Cherry Hill Administration versus Dion Ragland. Hello,
Hey,
what's your name? Name?
Dion Ragland.
You?
Leila Horton from Washington County.
I thought so. How are you today?
Good.
All right.
How are you?
All right. Where are we on this case, Mr. Ragland's case?
I've got the balance at 9,900. They did give us a list of money orders and he's been credited for all but 2 of them. Just got total, like,
1,000.
uh,
Was it more than that? It was 500 and
It was 675 and 550, so 1225.
1225.
So he thinks that he submitted 1225 in money orders, one for 675 and one for 550 that we don't have.
Okay, so there's about 1,200. Okay.
I think he intends to move.
Yeah,
Okay, so you're gonna move?
yes.
Okay. When do you plan on doing?
Well, after I got all this information today, so in the next couple of weeks.
24. So when? You,
Yeah.
I, just listen,
Oh,
right. You got someplace you're going or?
yeah, I have somewhere to go until the meantime.
Okay, so you got someplace to temporarily kind
Yeah,
of,
yeah.
stay. You're not gonna just. Because you think you have to leave right now.
No,
Gotta
no,
be out there.
Right,
Okay,
yeah.
that's what I want to make sure. Not gonna happen.
no.
Okay, so you think you can be out by what date?
I just got all this information today. It's as far as.
No,
moving out.
I
I
got
didn't
you,
need some
but
time because I gotta get storage, a truck and, move stuff out. So,
When you think you can be out?
uh,
Today the 14th.
let me ask you this. Today, can you be out before the end of the month? You think, or you're gonna need more time than that?
yeah, I'll probably need a little bit more time. Because of, how I get paid and stuff. So,
All
and I
right,
gotta have money.
okay, so
for that.
here's what I'm gonna do, because I normally would just give a judgment today, but the number is not gonna. It's gonna be what it is. So I'm gonna adjourn you out, Mr. Ragland, let you come back on the 21st, 2025 at 1 PM. Okay, here's what I want you to do. It's likely I'm gonna issue a judgment at that time, give you a time frame
Okay,
by which you need to move out.
yes,
But I'm trying to give you time to get a plan in place for how you're gonna do this. So it's not, you're not just trying to pile everything into a truck and just go.
right, yeah,
Okay, and I think that's what you don't want to do.
right, yeah.
And
exactly.
so I'm gonna give you that with this week to try to get that straight.
Okay,
We could just make it the
No,
28th. Oh, no, that's a.
I put it into the next month. He may be there, but I wanna. I hear you, Mr. Frink, but
We have to come back if we can figure out the.
right, and if it can be work, no, I hear you, but I also don't want Mr. Ragland. I want him to have time to kind of
yeah,
be able to make some decisions and
right,
just try to work it out for himself in a lot of ways. He's got it, the first part figured out that he's got to move.
right,
The next part is He's got to
Getting
figure out how he's gonna do that,
Exactly.
and as comfortable as move can be, comfortably do it. So I'm gonna do it that way, okay?
Yeah, that's
Right,
fine.
but when you come back, I need you to have sort of things
Yeah, oh,
in
yeah.
place as to how you're gonna do this,
Yes, no, no.
okay?
Yep.
All right,
All right.
take care.
All right, thank you.
Thank
Appreciate you.
you.
All right.
Have a good one.
Into Clover Lane versus Ronaldo Eccleston.
Right there.
Your name?
Rolando Eccles.
And where are we on this case?
Well, right now with November rent, I'm at 2370.38. There's cost of 175, so he needs to pay 2545.38 to get it caught up.
All right, sir. How are you intending on getting this done?
I started door dashing and just working. I'm sorry, I just came up short. I applied for help with MI Bridges and it was turned down. They didn't want to take into account my seasonal employment that starts in December. They were only looking at my November financials, and so that was turned down. And so I'm just going to continue to work and try to get there. I've been a resident for about 3 years, and I just took a pay cut and insurance premium hike that caused me to fall behind.
Okay. Have you reached out to Hawk at all?
I don't know who Hawk is. No, I just did the MI Bridges.
Okay. Hawk is an agency through Washington County. They do have funding now. With this amount, if you were to otherwise qualify, you're under the 3,000 cap. Okay, so I'd suggest, we'll write down the number for you and give it to you. It's at 961-1999. So you can give them a call, but at this point, I'm gonna have to issue a judgment, but I'll give you time to call them.
Understood.
And you can let them know that here's your kind of drop date and see what they can do to maybe help you out.
Understood.
Okay.
Thank you.
So I'll
Is it
find you
the
the
tribe
tribal
number?
issue after a hearing on this case. I'll grant a judgment for possession. Total amount of that judgment is 2545.38 inclusive of cost. And what is today? 14. And what I will do is I'm gonna change the written date on this too. I'm gonna give him a couple more days on this, so the 26th.
Thank you.
And we'll get that number to you. They gave it to you.
Got it to me. Yes,
So then suggest that what you do is right after leaving here, give them a call.
will do.
Okay, then hopefully they'll be able to help you out.
Will do. Thank you very
All
much.
right, good luck to you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge. Have a good weekend.
You do the same. Augusta Woods versus Eric Roden. Pardon? Yes, I see that. Okay, hold on just 1 second, sir. Who's here? Miss Hall?
Miss Hall, and she's in one of the side rooms.
Oh, okay. So that's. I see. AM Kasham versus BBA Princess Villas versus Ratiba Farah. Okay, who do I have here? Your name?
Kashamia.
Your name?
Mahar Kasham.
Okay. Like with everything in my day, I've got Shams all over, but I don't have, I shouldn't say that.
We just
You
keep
guys know
going.
what I mean, but I don't have, she's not here.
She informed me that she wasn't gonna be able to make it today.
Hold on, go ahead, what?
She informed me she wasn't gonna be able to make it today. We were just hoping, I think she's working with Hawks right now.
With who?
Is it Hawks?
Hawk, okay.
Thank you, Hawks. Sorry.
She's trying to work with Hawk to get it paid.
Yes.
How much is the total amount owing at this point?
At this point, I believe it's 3,200.
They're about 3,200.
They got some assistance and got it paid down a little bit, so
Pardon?
they should be able to get the assistance and get it paid down, hopefully.
If they can get it,
Yes, sir.
if it's 32 even, then she's right around that limit of the maximum amount they'll pay if they're gonna pay it. She would just have to probably, with this number, come up with about 200 to bring it under that 3,000 to pay. So what do you want me to do today?
Is there any way we could adjourn it for a little bit longer to see if she could get the help?
See, I expected you to ask me. He never is that nice.
That's my son. He take care of everything.
Yeah, I know, but he's never that nice about things. You're having a good influence.
Thank
No, I'm just messing with you.
Thank you. I appreciate
My next date, it's a week out. Will that work? Or because the only other date I didn't have is December 5th because of the holiday.
You can do December 5th. That's okay.
December 5th?
I'd rather give her more time because
I like the effect you're having. All right. I'll adjourn it to December 5th, 2025 at 3 p.m. All right. Thank you for working with me.
Thank
You
you.
guys take care. Have a great weekend.
so
What's that? Augusta Woods versus Eric Roden and Richard Robbins.
Dana Hall on behalf of Augusta.
Your name, sir?
Richard Robbins.
All right, thank you. What is plaintiff's claim in this case?
Yeah, this is a non-payment of rent case. I have the rent was $2,812.27. Costs were $218. The total is $3,030.27. I hadn't gotten a chance to speak with Mr. Roden.
You said it's
Yes.
how much?
$3,030.27.
Okay, there was supposed to be an $1,100 payment on the 12th. That happened or no?
No, we'll have the 3,030.27 paid by Friday of the 21st, 1 week from today, the total amount.
You'll have the total amount paid.
Yep.
All right, because I'm going to grant them a judgment finding no tribal issue after a hearing. I'll grant a judgment for possession. Total amount of the $3,030.27.
We have until the 24th.
But the writ to issue the 24th. So you're going to have it paid by the 21st, right?
21st.
All right. So no writ until the 24th that Monday.
Okay. It still stands at the 24th.
Pardon?
The date still stands at the 24th, sir?
What do you mean? In terms
Oh,
of-
I was showing him the writ date on
Okay.
there that
I
they.
didn't-
Oh, yeah, it's a 24.
Okay.
But you're going to pay it the
Correct.
21st. Okay, then you'll be good. Okay,
Okay.
thank you.
Thank you. Awesome. All right. Have a nice day.
You do the same. Beal Properties versus Emery Oaks.
Dana Hall on behalf of Beal Property. Folks here.
Your name?
Emery, folks.
All right. And where are we on this one?
Yeah, and I spoke with Mr. Oaks and we have a consent. We have a conditional dismissal. The terms are that the total, including court costs to be paid is $3,270. Defendant will pay monthly rent on time starting December 1st, 2025. Defendant shall pay an additional $750 every month before the 15th, starting November 15th, 2025. Last arrears payment will be $720 on February 15th, 2026. Should be. Future late fees abated with timely payments and defendant waives 56-day rule and checkbox 4B.
All right. Sir, you understand all of that?
Yes, Your Honor.
You have any questions regarding this conditional order dismissal?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Sir, you are appearing before the court. You are unrepresented by counsel. You would have 3 business days to think about this conditional order dismissal. If you believe that there's some misunderstanding, some confusion, or some right you did not assert, you would have to file a motion with the court within that time frame. You understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Okay, I have signed and I will enter the conditional order dismissal. Thank you guys for working it out. Good luck.
Have a nice afternoon, Your Honor.
Investors Realty Group versus Alexandra Streety.
And Dana, on behalf of Investors Realty Group.
Hello.
Hi.
Your name?
Alexandra Bell Street.
Okay. And where are we on this case?
Your Honor, I spoke with Ms. Streety. She indicated to me that she filed the DC 539 form this past Wednesday, and on the same day she was approved by SOS for
She
almost,
was approved?
yes, for the balance minus $50. So she owes $2,999. SOS approved her for $2,949.
Okay, but that's fine. I mean, I'm not,
So if we could adjourn a couple weeks.
you want a couple weeks or you want the 21st? I have the 21st, but because of the holiday, I didn't have the 5th. But that's gonna kick it right. It's gonna kick you over into another month.
They said that, because they also emailed with Colin Kennedy, which is who I speak to. That's my contact with the Investors Realty, and they said to allow 2 weeks and the payment would clear in 2 weeks.
That would be
Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. What's your monthly rent?
1,100.
Okay. Do you have plans on how you're gonna pay December?
I'm gonna play it December 3rd, because I get paid.
Okay, so you're gonna
Oh.
get that paid
Yep.
December 3rd. Okay. Your late fee kicks in on the
5th.
5th? Okay. I'm gonna just tell you something. Then, in that circumstance that you have figured out how you're gonna get December paid, I don't mind putting it out to the 5th.
Okay.
And then hopefully that check will come in. If it comes in before the end of November, they're gonna dismiss in any event.
Okay.
Okay. So I'll put it to December 5th, 2025 at 3 p.m. Okay, now I'm gonna just tell you this so that when you, and it's not tricking the system, but I just don't want you to get caught up in something. Come December, like I try to make sure that the monies coming in from the agency are there.
Mhm.
Okay, and that they're not looking for a new ledger after you paid.
Yeah.
You follow me? Because I just don't want you shorted by what they might issue. It shouldn't be a problem here, but I just try to make sure that they've paid, then you pay the funds.
Then, okay. Yeah, I understand.
Got it? But I don't want you to get a late fee, so get it in.
Yeah, I'll follow up with them.
Okay,
thank
we'll
you.
see you then.
All right.
Showcase Investments versus Danielle Boyd.
on behalf of Showcase Investments.
Hello.
Hi.
What's your name?
Danielle Boyd.
And what's the claim in this case?
Your Honor, the total due, and just so you know, we do have a consent judgment.
Oh, okay. Go ahead then. What's the consent?
The total due is $9,228.76. So what we've agreed to is to enter a consent judgment where defendant will pay her regular monthly rent on time starting December 1st, 2025. And then the past due balance will be paid by March 15th, 2026, and that the parties waive the 56-day rule.
Okay, so she's gonna be paying her monthly rent on time. And basically you're giving her till March to wipe out this back balance, but not requiring monthly payments. She
Correct.
just- All right. Okay. Is that your understanding, ma'am?
Yes.
All right. Did you have any questions on the, you did this in form of a judgment? Okay. Do you have any questions regarding anything on this judgment?
No.
All right. And you understand its terms?
Yes.
Okay. And you understand that they could issue or request an order of eviction if you didn't pay your rent timely, as well as not pay the back balance? You
Yes.
understand that part of it? Okay. Any other questions you have regarding this?
No.
No? All right. I will sign off on that judgment. And ma'am, you're unrepresented by counsel. This is a consent judgment. You have 3 business days from the time of my signing of the judgment to file a motion with the court to set this judgment aside. If you believe that for whatever reason you're mistaken about something, there's some confusion on your part or some right you did not assert. You understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Doesn't mean that I would do it. It's just you have that time frame to look at it and think about it. All right?
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. Woodview Commons versus Clarence Hester and Lee Hester.
Dana Hall on behalf of Woodview Commons.
All right. Hello, what's your name?
Hi, my name is Leah Hester.
All right. And what is the claim in this case?
Well, this is a non-payment of rent case, Your Honor, but I was just looking at my notes and they are saying that they moved out
Oh,
at the last hearing. I don't.
have you vacated the premises, ma'am?
Yes, I submitted exhibits. We have been out of the unit since August, which
That's right.
the apartment complex was aware of. I had sent them an email in September notifying them of the unit was vacant, and they responded back and said, okay, they were going to reach out to the attorney for a date. All correspondence has been me initiating. I've reached out several times to try to get this eviction date, and they're still charging rent knowing that we've been vacated since August.
That's she did indicate that at the last hearing.
Um,
Because you're what, in Texas now?
No, in Ohio.
With that accent? I'm not gonna remember. All right, that's all right. No.
My family is from the South, but no, we're in Ohio.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. She was talking like she was from Texas or Alabama or something. I didn't know. All right. But anyway, they did apprise me they were out of state. The problem is whoever appeared, I don't know if it was you, Ms. Hall, or not, that was not aware of that. And I put it over to this date primarily because this was a possession case and they're saying they're out and nobody knew.
Right, I think they didn't get the keys back. Did she turn in the keys?
Did you turn in the keys?
So it was a key. There's like a keyless entry with a key fob. And when my son moved out, I was the co-signer on the apartment. The office hours were closed, but and no indication did they tell me to return keys. They known that we've been out of the unit. I would have gladly mailed the key. Well, it's a fob, so it's really just like they electronically just deny access. So it's not really a key. But I would have gladly, but if you look at the emails, there's no mention of returning keys.
Yeah, there's a whole email chain here.
Well, I guess if they're considered to have possession, then that,
Pardon?
if they can take possession of the unit, then.
Oh, yeah, they can take, your client can have, she was really surrendering it at the last
Right.
Yeah.
one.
I was just disputing the amount. A previous attorney who met that last week, he had mentioned like $11,000. And Your Honor, from my standpoint is that we have not had possession of the unit since the end of August, which they were aware of and have not tried to mitigate the loss or damages since that time. And he's still incurring charges for September, October, and also November.
Right. Here's what I'm gonna do. It's gonna be September, October, November. She is voluntarily surrendered. The landlord can take possession of the premises. I'm gonna dismiss this case without prejudice because it's a possession case and she's in possession. What I will indicate, so that for future reference, because it may not come back before me, if they sue for the balance, and I realize you're disputing the balance, but we're not talking about the money here today. If they sue for the balance, I've noted in this file that the defendant gave up possession the end of August, or at least it's alleged, and that disputes rent for September, October, and November. So keep the case number, this case number, so that if that does come up, you can ask them to look at the file here. I put that in there purposely, okay?
Okay, and with us being out of state, will we receive, like, can I give my forwarding address so we can receive the notification of if this goes again before a judge? Would it be for non-payment at that point? I'm sorry, I just want to make sure I'm clear.
I guess I'm not clear what you're asking.
So it's a possibility that this can go, like, be brought to court again? Would it be for non-payment that
Well,
time? Or?
it would be for a money judgment on what they're claiming you owe.
Okay,
Okay, I'm not making a finding on what you owe. You
Okay.
tell me you're out, they only want possession in this case. You surrendered possession in my mind. You're disputing these 3 months basically, because this is when this would have been issued. And if your question really is, if they get to you, then are they going to have your right address and the like? One of the
Right.
things that you can do is, if you believe that there's monies that you owe, you can certainly contact the landlord and try to arrange some type of payment in lieu of a court proceeding happening to pay off an agreed upon amount on this amount.
Okay. Well, I tried to
So-
do that initially, and they said that it was due in full. So that's kind of how we ended up here. So,
Got it. I see.
yeah. So,
Well,
okay.
and I'll just tell you, ma'am, I get why they may say that. That's not the way it really works. Because even if you got a judgment for the 11,000, if you were to show that you can't pay the 11,000 and wanted a payment plan, the court's going to give you a payment plan. So, hey,
Okay.
I don't know. Okay.
I'll give the forwarding address if something does come up to, like, the clerk. I'll call in and give that to them, so you guys will have
So
it.
they
if need
have it.
be.
Okay.
Yes.
Very good. All right.
Thank you. Have a good day.
And you may want to, if you're going to call the clerks here, you may want to ask them if, no, because they're going to charge. Tell you what, ma'am, she can put it in chat without you, or you're going to put yours in and have her.
What do you want her to put in the chat, her address?
Her email, because I want to give her a copy of the contract.
Oh, I can put my.
Okay. My coordinator's going to put her email in for you to give us your email, because we don't want to publicize it out there, so that I can send you the front of the card stock that I have here, so that you have that for your records, what I wrote.
Okay. But in the meantime, the charges will cease, correct? Going forward,
They
at
should.
least.
Well, I'm not in charge of what they do, but they shouldn't be charging anything.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Email
And
your
when she sends you the card stock, don't laugh at my hieroglyphic writing. It says what I say it says. All right.
No, thank you so much. Y'all have a good day.
Yeah, all right. You do this. She said y'all. She's not from Ohio. She's just all right. You take care.
You too. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Miss Hall.
Bye.
All right, bye-bye. All right. Court stands in recess.
All rise.
Court does call the case of Barbara Manor versus Saraya Patillo.
Good morning, Your Honor. Jackie Snyder Powder for the plaintiff.
Hello.
Hello.
What's your name?
Soraya Patillo.
All right. And this is your motion, I think, ma'am, to set aside the. Pardon?
Yes, sir.
All right. And what's the basis of your motion?
I was really just requesting 2 more weeks.
You'll have to speak up a little bit.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just requesting 2 more weeks.
to pay.
Okay.
Have you paid anything to the landlord since the judgment?
It's in escrow. I have a receipt here. and
You
she-
put it in court escrow?
Yes, with the motion. The clerk told me that.
Right, but did you? That's what yeah, okay. Is that everything you paid since October? It's the 798?
Yeah, this is what I paid. This is what I paid when I made the motion.
Right, no, I get that, but because the judgment, I mean, the reason I'm asking is the judgment was for 2952. How much is your monthly rent?
It's five.
Pardon?
It's 587, I believe.
So 587, so theoretically, we would have gone down about 200 from the judgment amount? Council, well, I should strike that. We would go, if we applied the 788 or 98, the $800 basically, that she would go down about 300, 300
From the judgment?
Yeah. Well, what do you have her owing? And then
I have her owing November's rent, so $3,336.
$3,336 minus 8. No, I can do math. Not well, but I can do it. All right, I get 20 if I just made it 800, but I get to 250 or $2,536 basically is what she owes, which is actually under the judgment amount. If I take off the 800, I may have done math wrong here. No, I didn't.
I got
All
I
right.
got the same, but I didn't make it 800. I made it 798. But you're $2 off from my math.
Right. Okay.
Same difference.
I have $2.
No, it's not the $2, ma'am. The question is, you're saying here's what I was looking at. I was trying to make sure that the judgment amount wasn't going up. If I were to grant any relief that you're asking for, right? And how are you going to have this paid in 2 weeks?
I have a car that I'm selling. I'm selling it for 2,000, and my grandparents gave me a dryer, an electric dryer that I'm selling for 500.
They gave you a what?
An electric dryer. It's like a Samsung dryer.
Yeah, so they gave you a dryer.
Yeah. And I don't need it, so I'm selling it. And I'm
sorry. Grandparents gave you a dryer, you don't need it, you're selling it.
And then my uncle gave me a car.
And your uncle gave you a car.
And
you're selling that. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, a lot of people don't come with a plan. You came with a plan, but I don't know that that's gonna work.
Yeah.
What's the plaintiff's position on this? Have they filed a rant yet?
No, I don't believe they have.
No, I don't see one in my file.
Thank you. Okay, so our position is that she filed a motion to set aside a default, but this was entered as a hearing judgment.
Yes, she was here. Yeah.
Okay, according to ROA, she was there in person. I wasn't here, so I can't say that first person, but
We need to pause here because this exchange is a perfect example of what happens when tenant experience and landlord evidence collide. The tenant insists there's rat poop, baseboard chewing, and ongoing infestation, but the landlord's inspector provides a sworn statement saying the opposite. From a legal standpoint, this is where credibility and documentation matter more than emotion. The judge is stuck between two conflicting realities, subjective testimony versus an official inspection report. But notice something important. The judge doesn't dismiss the tenant's claims. Instead, he demands the tenant secure his own independent inspection, ideally from a licensed pest control company like Terminix. that could make or break the entire case. This moment is also a reminder for viewers. If you ever have issues like this, photos, timestamps, and third-party inspectors can be your best defense. What do you think? Does the tenant sound credible, or is the judge right to require independent verification? Let me know in the comments.
As your court probably remembers, she was there in person.
Yes.
So
She was here. And I heard all of her arguments at that time, but I'll be honest with you, I don't recall a car and a dryer. So,
right.
ma'am,
And their position was that they're willing to hold off on filing the writ for a week.
a week?
A week.
Take it.
Pardon?
I'll take it.
You'll take it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I will resolve this motion is, and I'm gonna do it this way, counsel, I'm gonna deny her motion, deny the defendant's motion. But indicate that a writ can issue November 21st, 2025. All right? No, I'm not gonna accept an motion after that, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so they're giving you an additional week. If those are the things you're selling that are gonna pay it, you gotta get them sold within that time and get that money to the landlord. I am going to release the escrow to plaintiff. So the 800 or 798 will be released to plaintiff.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, so that's going to your landlord. You've got an extra week before they file. All right,
Thank you.
you're welcome.
And then,
Take
Your Honor,
care.
do
Have a good
I need to file anything to have the escrow money released, or?
I put it in the file. Hopefully you don't have to. They'll see my writing and do it. All right.
I'll just let Paul know.
Okay, very good.
Thank you, Your Honor. I'll see you at 3 o'clock.
Yes, ma'am. Pleasant Lake Park versus Christopher Janowak.
Good afternoon, Judge David Morris on behalf of Pleasant Lake Park LLC.
Your name, sir?
Christopher Genovian.
Genoviak. Okay,
Use a V.
got it. All right.
I apologize when I exited last encounter. I just a little bit of pain. It's my first time in court. I wasn't just wanted to get out of the Thunderdome. So, but Mr. Allen, good to see you again, Mr. Allen.
This is the Thunderdome?
I consider
We're
I'm sweating is the Thunderdome.
Oh, okay, okay.
Which is about 98% of places I encounter.
I was gonna we could put something outside. The Thunderdome. All right. Okay, where are we on this case?
This is our third hearing on this case. Last hearing, the second hearing, court directed plaintiff to engage a critter control business to do an inspection of the premises.
Correct.
And directed that the defendant put November rent into escrow. Because of the timing, I drafted and have a signed unsworn declaration of the inspector that can produce to the court.
Okay. Yes. Have you seen it, sir?
I haven't seen it. I mean, I know,
Okay.
I know what it may say, but
Well, go ahead and look at it.
I'd rather hear your evaluation. But I'll read it. But this is quite a lot. I don't want to waste the court's time.
Well, not,
It's a lot of points.
I'm getting paid, so you're not wasting my time.
I may need to adjourn to call my attorney if that's free, and that's been referred to me for free by the state of Michigan. I may need to refer this. I may need to adjourn. I don't know. This is a lot. But I have prepared my statement.
Well, right.
Which is brief and short.
Well, but hold on a second, sir. So I'm looking at this, and there were certain specific things that you complained about that were happening as a result of an infestation of some type. This is basically indicating that there is not or no evidence of an infestation.
That That's completely contradictory to the reality. You need to live it. So I was interested to see I wanted to see what Mr. Weasel's inspector said, and to make this very clear, I think this is the most important part. Mr. Weasel inspector is my next door neighbor. He never provided a valid card. His company is not licensed or insured, and he hasn't proven that. He's my next door neighbor, and I believe there's a conflict of interest. Mr. Weasel owns a trailer park that the inspector lives in. There's a major conflict of interest. This is the burglar investigating himself. And I'm satisfied with whatever you decide, of course, but there's rat poop in my living room, and Mr. Weasel. And
Okay, hold on, sir.
there's a lot of.
So why, I guess part of it, my question is, why didn't you put the money into escrow?
I just forgot. I'm looking for a job because I'm unemployed. I have the money. I can prove to you with bank statements that the money's there. I have over $3,000, almost $4,000 maybe, but the money's secure. It's there. I'll have.
Well, but hang on, it's got to be placed in court escrow.
Okay.
Right,
It's my
and
first rodeo.
but I was kind of clear with you that you had to place that within 7 days of the last hearing, so it should have been in at the beginning of November. No, by November 7th.
That could be an escrow within by the end of the day. I was really just focusing on employment because I haven't been sleeping because there's a lot of rats and mouse. I spoke to Mr. Weasel this morning, and we both confirmed that we're going to do more inspections and maintenance. And that he confirmed to me that the baseboards in my kitchen are like flappy. And we didn't look for that because there was many holes around the skirting of the trailer. So that has been about almost completed, the skirting around my trailers.
Are you planning on hiring an expert to get this tested?
I wasn't prepared for this denial of reality. So now I'm forced to call like Terminex. That's like a licensed and insured inspector, not a licensed. The gentleman that did this inspection.
I hear you.
Okay. The gentleman that did this inspection, like literally lives 2 houses down. He doesn't own a car. His car used to say critter control on it, but it's gone. When I asked him where his car was, he said it's in the shop. The gentleman is very kind. We were all three at Mr. Weasel.
Oh, okay. All right.
We all witnessed poop in the house, and the poop is still there. There's still poop in my house. There's still holes in my kitchen in multiple places. The evidence is coming out of my ears. But I was not prepared for this denial of reality. I was expecting a deal, so we could all go back to living in peace and harmony. I was not expecting this to go on.
Well, have you called?
I'll call Terminex now.
No, hold on. Have you called, if you were expecting a deal, have you called the attorney's office to see about working something out?
I spoke to Mr. Weasel about making a deal multiple times in person and on the phone. And he just says he doesn't want to talk about it, but that was a few days ago. But when I talked to him this morning and complained about continuous rat poop and that the baseboards are now there is super evidence. There is chewing, and they're chewing on the rug in my second bedroom, and the carpeting. There's like carpeting all over my house.
Sir.
Yes.
I heard you the first time that you were here. I'm hearing you now. I understand that what you are saying is going on. That is why I asked plaintiff to get somebody in there to look at it, to provide something to the court with regard to what basically do an inspection to see if there's anything there.
Yes, Judge, there was an inspection done by Stephen Stamper. And, frankly, to the point, to the allegation that there's some conflict of interest, I'm personally not aware of his living where he lives, but this statement submitted under the penalty of perjury by a person who is qualified to do animal control, frankly, our court system would come to a halt if we just said that someone knows someone who did something and they made a sworn statement, that this is a legitimate sworn statement. He will testify to the truth of these matters. He did an inspection of the outside and inside of the premises. there was no signs that he, and I spoke to him regarding this, he found no signs of ongoing animal activity. Really the primary purpose for this inspection was to look for something like a beaver or a under the premises. That he found one several-month-old animal dropping that he believes to be from a cat. He had done prior trapping events and really nothing, there is no ongoing animal activity under the premises. He found the condition inside the premises, which we believe to be, or he believes to be, a product of the tenant's living condition, is conducive to mice and rodent presence. He didn't find any specific evidence of current mice or small rodents, but he wouldn't be surprised if there are mice or small rodents that would be attracted. And it's the landlord's position that that attractive nuisance can be mitigated by the defendant, and any further work or trapping needs to be done in conjunction with cleaning the interior of the premises. So frankly, it's you know, a large number of properties have mice and other rodents, and it's not surprising that he may see signs of a mice.
Michigan in the winter and there are mice indoors. What a concept.
So point number 17 is clearly perjury. I did not see any signs of ongoing animal activity inside the premises, period. That is completely false. And all three of us were there, and we witnessed poop in my northeast corner, and there's also poop underneath my stove, and we need to reevaluate the baseboards, and that will wash away.
All right, sir.
This delusion here.
Sir, how long is it going to take you to get Terminex out there, or whoever you're going to get out there to give you your own?
So they said they would do on the website. It's like the next day for a free inspection, and then so I guess there's a free inspection the next day. But if there's going to be any kind of action, that's going to cost a whole lot of money. There's rents, and the things are in the vents. The baseboards right now, ground zero is the baseboards. That's all I'm complaining about. But specifically, number 17 is he's liable for perjury in that, and I may pursue him to go to prison.
You have at it. Okay.
Specifically 17.
Okay.
That's all. That's my first thing I look at. So,
You have at it.
Can I make one comment, Your Honor? Thank you. That Mr. Stamper took a what he called an endoscope, which I believe to be a camera attached to a small tube,
Yes.
and went in the heater vent because that was complained of. There was no findings in the heater vent. He went.
I never complained about the heater vent.
There was also a purported hole in a cabinet under a kitchen sink that was inspected. So you know this moving target is
I hear you, counsel. Because the last time we were here, we weren't really even dealing with, at least I didn't think, small rodents. We were talking about large
I made a point on that.
animals.
I made a point specifically because I knew you were going to comment on that. So so we have done the deduction process. The skirting is complete, almost, I think, complete. Outside my house, there's 2 mouse boxes, and then he also bought me vent covers because there was holes in the vents. That's been completed. So we covered, and then after we done the deduction process, and now I'm like, where is all the chewing, and noising?
Okay.
It's the baseboards. The baseboards is ground zero. That's
All right. We're all in the baseboards.
baseboards.
But I mean, that's what you're saying.
Baseboards. Sorry. I'm just, sorry, Judge.
So plaintiff got their inspection. I am looking at that. That does not show any signs of anything that you complained of the first time. You are going to, although it seems it's a different thing now, irrespective of that, you are now going to get your own inspection. So my question is, how long is that going to take you to do? Because at some point, I'm getting this thing. We're going to try this thing.
Right.
I'm not going to listen to it every week without.
Yes, Judge.
So render a decision. Go ahead.
Yes, Judge, I'm gonna go on the internet and I'm gonna contact Terminex. I'm gonna do a free inspection, like as soon as I get home. And I mean, they may arrive today or tomorrow. I mean, probably tomorrow.
All right, great. If they arrive tomorrow, then I can put this off 1 week.
Yeah.
Got plaintiff's inspection, which doesn't show anything indicating what you were saying before, but now admittedly, as plaintiff has said, that the target has changed, but now you get your inspection and then we'll see
I'm
exactly
still
where
not
we are.
satisfied. The skirting, I'm not satisfied.
Okay,
Yeah, I mean,
and that's, okay,
I don't want to be here forever, but I mean, my trailer is the closest to the wood line and there's a lake. This is all.
I know you told me, closest to a wood line, there's a lake. That's where I think the big beaver like thing came from before. Yeah, I know. I heard you. You know, people don't think I'm listening. I hear everything. Even though I don't want to sometimes. I hear everything. So I'm going to adjourn this to November 21st, 2025. What time? 3 p.m. And the defendant, you're to do two things. I want that escrow paid. And you're to bring your inspection report.
Yes, Judge. Thank you, Judge. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you for your service. Judge.
Thank you, counsel. What is plain? This is your motion to set aside. Is that correct, ma'am?
Yes, it is.
All right. It went to the Sling first and then they were closed. Their Sling court's been closed for a while, but now reopened. You went over there on the 31st.
Yes.
You also paid. I and I have the receipt over here. Yeah, I just. Gotcha. Okay. All right. So that council's aware, I do have, you posted $1,700, ma'am.
Correct.
She did post $1,700.
Thank you.
With the court. All right. So ma'am, you're saying that you went to the wrong court. So two things, if you were gonna set aside a default, you have to show me is first that there would be a good reason for your failure to appear. You stated you went the wrong place, but you'd also have to show me at least minimally a meritorious defense to this claim.
So they changed management before I spoke with Sabra McBride. And
Okay.
we're working out a payment plan. And I don't know what happened. She left. I didn't even know she left. Another management came, Juanita. I was speaking to her because I called first the attorney and he said, call the office. So then I went back to the office and spoke with Juanita. And she said, talk to you, the judge, to see what I can do. But she said she wants to keep me there. I've been there 7 years, no issues ever. She said, we'll work a payment plan. I will do something, just first speak to you.
All right, counsel, you know anything about that?
No, Your Honor, shortly before this, we were seeking possession. My property manager is here. If it's possible to go into a breakout room with the defendant, is it possible for her to get
Well,
online?
Yeah, maybe. The only way that would happen is I'd have to send her down the hallway. So it may take a minute. I usually wouldn't do this, but what do you have as her current balance?
Your Honor, she owes over 11, inclusive of the amount that's in escrow, there is $11,415.40. The last payment that I show that was received was on June 5th of 2025. And so
Yeah,
I
gotcha.
yeah.
Okay. Because otherwise she's gonna end up losing her housing if something can't be worked out, and I can't say that it can. All right, ma'am, here's what I'm gonna do. and I'm gonna do something a bit unusual for me. I'm gonna send you down to the clerk's office. Can you let her know? She's on her way down. They're gonna put you into a room which is gonna give you access to a computer. And they'll put you on basically my Zoom feed so that, and then once you're there, I'm gonna put counsel, yourself, and the manager from Lakestone into a breakout room or a private video conference room. So you guys can talk and see if something can be worked out.
Okay, thank you.
All right, and then you'll need to, once you're done there, you'll need to come back down.
Right, okay.
Got it?
Yes, appreciate that. Thank you.
You're welcome. Is that all you had, counsel? No, she's got one more. And for that, you owe me counsel. Court calls, no, I'm kidding. Court calls case Lakestone versus Lafetta Thompson.
Attorney Samantha
How
Sprague,
did she-
81931, appearing on behalf of the plaintiff.
I don't even know how she convinced me to do that. Anyway. Your name, ma'am?
Lafita Thompson.
All right. And where are we on this case? How much does she?
Well, Your Honor, we're gonna make this really easy for you. We're gonna dismiss this case.
What?
So we'll get it submitted. While we were prepping for this case, we were made aware that there are several other violations of the probation period. So since we can't have two cases running concurrently, we've chosen to dismiss the non-payment case.
Gotcha. All right.
Can I ask her the violation of probation when they bringing me to court for something I already came to court for?
I'm sorry?
They bringing me back to court for something I already came to court for, saying I didn't pay it, but they got paid, and they going back, like the lady just said, McBride messed up a lot of stuff that was going on in there.
Okay, but what they're claiming, there's another case that's pending at this point, counsel?
Yes, Your Honor, there was a conditional dismissal previously and a termination.
Got it. So there was a termination case and a conditional order dismissal.
Yeah,
right?
I'm still going to court for that later.
They're claiming that there are violations of that agreement.
I'm not aware of it. That's what I'm saying. They not aware of me of nothing that I'm violating.
Have you talked to the management there?
Yeah, and she never told me I had a violation of nothing. That's why I'm confused on what she's talking about.
All right. Well, you will.
They say I owe 309, then she came with something else. And I did miss 2 water bills because I just had got out of court giving them some money that was held from another tenant, doing so much other stuff, and they knocked us out of that because she ended up saying she'd just leave because I guess she just knew that she wasn't gonna win it. I done lost my career job and everything because of these apartments, dealing with a tenant.
Okay, let me ask you this because of what's in front of me right now. Do you have any objection to the dismissal of this case? And then I suggest that you ask them what specific violations.
Yeah.
With reference to the other case, but that's not in front of me at this point.
Yeah, that I don't know what they dismissing then, because I'm confused now. They saying
What's being dismissed, there was a non-payment of rent case.
before my rent paid. That's what I've said. Like,
Well, that's probably why on this they're dismissing.
so is that go
Your
back?
rent is paid.
Right,
on
because I
this
just was in court August the 1st. That's why I'm not understanding why they brought me right back. They filed this right here, right after I came from court paying them, and I still was paid up in my rent. So I'm
If I
confused
may,
on what
Your
I'm
Honor.
saying.
Yes, go ahead, counsel.
A large amount of the balance that was due to utilities that were placed in the property's name instead of the tenant's, and they were outstanding. That is why the non-payment of rent was initially filed. Subsequent to it being filed, we were made aware that there was a breach of the conditional dismissal wherein PPOs and other items were issued with relation to, and again, with that not being the case here, I don't want to go into too much details, but with that being significant material lease violations, we're just going to dismiss the non-payment case and we'll proceed on the other.
The PPO is coming from the old case. Like, why are we bringing that
ma'am,
into a new case? Like,
All right. That's why counsel didn't get into the details of it because that's not before me. But what she's indicating is they're dismissing the non-payment of rent case at this time. Do you have any objection to the dismissal of this case?
no, but this PPO stuff, we got to see what I'm case
All
was
right.
closed.
Ma'am, maybe what you should do is take your conditional order dismissal.
What a docket. Today's cases show us just how complex housing courts can be, and how every detail matters. We saw tenants navigating overdue balances, escrow payments, repair disputes, rent assistance programs, and even multiple layers of conditional dismissals. We saw a judge balancing compassion with legal requirements, giving people time when possible, but also enforcing strict deadlines when needed. And of course, we saw the unforgettable rodent infestation dispute, a reminder that evidence, not emotion, decides cases. Whether it's late fees over pennies or thousands of dollars in arrears, every person's situation unfolds differently in court. If you found this case as shocking as we did, make sure to hit that like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more jaw-dropping courtroom breakdowns.
Contact legal services and maybe they can help you out, okay?
Okay, I did already.
All right, this case is dismissed.
I need to
without-
go to the front and get that paperwork.
Pardon?
I need to go to the front and get the paperwork.